Hi everyone. Well, I just did a video the other day on something called value-added packaging, meaning the gift boxes you see in the liquor stores. I said basically as we get into November and Thanksgiving and then the holidays, you're going to start to see these these gift boxes in the liquor stores where be one of the more popular spirits, and there'll also be an accompanying gift with it, glasses, and basically saying that whatever the price of that bottle is, you can buy that bottle on the shelf, or you can get this gift box with that same bottle plus something else with it, same price. So I kind of meant, as we get into the month, well, lo and behold, I was in Wegmans by me in New Jersey this afternoon, and all of a sudden, like since last week, because I was there last week, and all of a sudden I see tons of gift boxes, tons of different boxes, like it's just all there. I just thought it was kind of funny. So I looked at everything, and I saw the typical gift boxes with glasses, but I ended up buying something completely different. Didn't come with a glass in it, but did come with something else, and it wasn't the usual spirit I would buy. And it's this, Dewars. Now, I have done a review on the white label, which the Dewars white label is the very basic, and it's their flagship. It's the very basic, Dewars bottle. But I didn't have anything else. I didn't think it was, I think I thought it was, whatever. I'm not a big Scotch fan. Certainly not a blended Scotch whiskey fan, but I just thought it was, it was very average and whatever. But I kind of saw this. There was one, like this is Dewars 12, but then with that, and this package is the same price as what this one bottle would be. But then you get the, which way is it? Little Dewars 15 year and a Little Dewars 18 year. Now, they had on the reverse, they also had one which is another $14. You can get the big bottle, will be the 15, and then you have the 12 and the 18. But since I'm not a big Scotch fan, and I wasn't even sure I even like this, I figured I'd go with the less expensive one, get the 12 as the big bottle, then the 15 year and the 18 year. I think that's really cool. It's a really nice box. It gives you the tasting notes on the back. And I just like the way it was presented. And again, it's just, the same exact price I paid for the bottle, and I get all this. And I think that's really nice. Don't usually buy Scotch, but I said, I can use this, just a bottle of Scotch just to have at the bar, just for whatever. And I saw this, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pick this up. So that being the case, why don't we just do a comparison of the Dewars 12 year, 15 year, and 18 year right now, and let's just pour it up and see how they taste. So we're gonna do that right now. Okay, so we have everything poured up. There's no cork in these, so I didn't think it was necessary to show it. But I will tell you, first off, the Dewars 12 does have a cork. The white label, at least the last one I had, did not. So that's a definite upgrade right there. Now, interesting thing with the 12 year is it does say on here that it is double aged for extra smoothness in first fill bourbon casks. I didn't see that noted for the others, which was kind of surprising. I'm not sure if that means it's not. But it definitely says that this Dewars 12 is aged in, I guess, basically once used bourbon casks. So that's actually interesting. The other thing is, before we taste them, at least I see, this is the 12 year here. And let me just make sure I got this right. And this is the 5th. Let's see, like, look at the 12 and the 15. The 12 looks darker, and the 12 looks darker than the 18 also. Now, that's just wondering to me if that really is the fact that this is the only one with the bourbon casks, but this definitely is darker. So let's do this in order. And just before we do, I think this is just so, it's so cool. And this is what the inside looks like. And, it's very cool. See? I think it's just nicely packaged. It's a really just nice deal. And again, all of this for the same price this bottle would be. So that being said, let's just get right into it. Let's give the Dewars 12 year a nose. Now, I do smell peat on there, but it smells a little bit richer than I remember it, the white label being. All right, let's give this a taste. Cheers. All right, well, I definitely taste peated. This tastes richer. I can tell that compared to the white label the last time, this definitely has some aging to it. Now, bear in mind, I just want to stress this, a lot of you know this, but Scotch in general ages longer than bourbon in the U.S. The climate is different there. It's more moderate, meaning that the whiskeys there, which is the Scotch whiskey, can age on average longer than bourbon can here in the United States. So, if you saw a bourbon that's 12 years, you'd say, wow, that's like really, really old. For Scotch, there's plenty that are older, as you'll see here, the 15 and the 18 year. So it's not unusual, but just on average, the whiskey does age longer for more years with Scotch whiskey than in the United States. So let me just take one more taste. I taste the tasting notes on here actually says it. I'm just trying to see if I agree. I do taste citrus. I taste peat. It says vanilla. I'm trying to pick that up, but this is a big improvement. Now I know in general single malt Scotch is better on average than blended Scotch whiskey, which this is, but this is far better than the white label. So probably should have water, but I'm just going to go with this. So now it's the 15 year. Again, it's lighter. And let's give this a nose. This actually is a sharper peatness. Smell more at that. Let me give this a taste. Cheers. This is different. This notes, it says honey, toffee, floral, whereas the other one was dried fruit, citrus, vanilla. It just says the tasting notes on there. Well, straight off the bat, I got to be honest with you. I'm happy I went with the large bottle of the 12 year. I think the 12 year is better than the 15 year. Not quite sure why. But again, I'm not imagining this. You can see it on the screen. The 12 year is definitely darker than the 15 year. And also the 18 year. So let's just get right into the 18 year. Let's give this a nose. It just smells lighter. I'm trying to see also what it says. For this one's supposed to be rich fruit, marzipan, dark chocolate. All right, let's see on this one. Give it a taste. Cheers. I think these two are very similar. I gotta be honest with you. This makes no sense, but I'm happy I went with the 12 year as the main bottle, and these two as the small ones. A definite improvement over the white label. Now from here they have, I think it's like either 20. I know there's a 25 year. There's a few others, and then they have like a Caribbean one, so they have a few others. But not a big Scotch person. But I will tell you, this is definitely, aside from having a cork, that was the first sign. This is better than the white label. And just because these are aged longer, that in this case doesn't mean that they're actually better. And so I think it's the Dewars 12. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Happy Halloween weekend.